Between the 1400s and 1700s, Europe didn't hunt monsters. It hunted its own people. Over 60,000 were executed. Most were women. Many were innocent. No evidence, no mercy, just fear and fire. This is what really happened during the European witch trials and why the truth is darker than the myths. Europe was collapsing inward. Plagues wiped out entire towns. Crops failed. Wars dragged on endlessly. People needed someone to blame. And when fear spreads faster than facts, society looks for enemies in the shadows. That enemy became the witch. The accused were rarely powerful. They were widows, midwives, healers, poor women living alone. Sometimes just someone who was different. A woman who knew herbs, a woman who spoke her mind, a woman whose neighbor disliked her. All it took was an accusation, and once your name was spoken, you were already condemned. In 1487, a book was published, the Malleus Maleficarum, the Hammer of Witches. It taught authorities how to identify witches, how to interrogate them, and how to break them. Pain was the proof. Confession was inevitable. Under torture, anyone will confess to anything. And they did. There was no real justice. If you stayed silent, you were guilty. If you confessed, you were guilty. If you named others, they became guilty too. Entire villages were erased by chains of forced confessions. Some trials lasted days, others minutes. The outcome never changed. Burning was common. Hanging was merciful by comparison. Crowds gathered. Children watched. Priests prayed. This wasn't hidden violence. It was public theater, meant to warn everyone else. Obey, conform, or be next. There were no covens, no spells, no deals with the devil. What there was mass hysteria, religious extremism, political control, and deep fear of independent women. The witch trials weren't about magic, they were about power. As the Enlightenment spread, logic slowly returned. Courts demanded evidence, torture was questioned, executions declined. Not because society became kinder, but because fear lost its authority. By then, tens of thousands were already dead. The witch trials didn't end because people admitted they were wrong. They ended because society moved on. Which raises a darker question. How many people today are still being punished for fear dressed up as truth? If this story shook you, subscribe for more history that was never meant to be remembered. And tell us in the comments, do you think something like this could happen again? Until next time, stay curious and stay warm in the dark.